Hi, my name is DINESH THAKUR. I'm one of the co-authors of this book, The Truth Pill, The Myth of Drug Regulation in India. I'm a trained chemical engineer, worked in the pharmaceutical industry for 20 odd years. The genesis of this book was a public interest litigation that I filed in the Supreme Court of India in 2016, asking the court for substantive reforms to our Drug Regulation Act. Unfortunately, the justices who heard our admissions plea said that this issue was an academic issue that was not worth the court's time to hear us out. I had gone to the Supreme Court after having tried to work with the Indian government. I'd met with the health minister then, Dr. Harshvardhan, and submitted a plea to him asking for his intervention, making some changes, but that really didn't come to anything. So when the Supreme Court decided not to admit our plea, the only option that I had available was to try and take the message to the people of India at large in trying to make them understand how our drug regulation is so broken and how it impacts their everyday life. This book, along with my co-author Prashant Reddy, is a product of almost more than 7 years of intensive research. It's a data-heavy book. We try to write it in a way that makes it appealing for common people to read. We try to thread a story around it. And we're hoping that this book will give you a vocabulary in the way that you will talk to your doctor about your medicines, and also understand how difficult and how problematic our drug supply is. The one example that I can give you where drug regulation impacts all our lives is what happened during COVID. You saw that the drug regulator approved a number of different medicines, favipiravir, itolizumab, several of those things based on very shoddy clinical data. I don't quite know why they were approved, because these medicines never actually made it to the list of national treatment guidelines that the ICMR actually put out. The consequence of these approvals was that one company that made the drug favipiravir reportedly made over 720 crores during COVID time. This is the cost of bad quality medicine. This money came from your pocket, my pocket, and every one of us, although the medicine does nothing to treat COVID. I'm hoping that you will read this book. I'm hoping that you talk about this book with your doctor and your family members, because a lot of what we discuss here in this book and present to you really impacts your health.